This was my birthday present. I turned 40 last week, and my wonderful wife bought me The Testament of Cyprian the Mage in 2 volumes by Jake Stratton-Kent. And this is the Scarlet Imprint. It's the hardcover edition, and it's glorious. It's absolutely wonderful. They're beautiful, beautiful books, and they're fascinating. I'll open the first volume up for you so you can get an idea of what you're getting inside. I just wanted to spend some time to let you appreciate the covers. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It's gold stamped on it's quite thick paper. It's some kind of craft paper. It's really, really beautiful. And then the book itself, underneath the dust cover, is just the same, all stamped with gold. Both on the front and on the back with these beautiful golden stars. It's so, so beautiful. This is the third part of Jake Stratton-Kent's Encyclopedia Goetia. I don't have the first 2 parts. They're no longer in print, and they are the second-hand editions that are available are just not within my reach. The prices go up very steeply as soon as these go out of print. This is the stamped bookmark that Scarlet Imprint send currently with all of the books that you order directly from them. This is the sticker that that closed the wrapping paper that the books came wrapped in. Let me show you. Maybe it would be a good idea for me to show you the first book. This is the second volume with 2 stars. So let me show you the first volume. It's absolutely not necessary to have the previous 2 parts of the Encyclopedia Goetia. Of course, if you can get hold of them, then nothing should really stop you. But this is really the only thing that suggests that it's the 3rd volume. There we are. So this is number 755 of 800 sets. So yes, possibly if you want a copy, then get in there quite fast. Okay, so what it is that Jake Stratton-Kent has brought together a few grimoires in translation, and he's explained almost line for line what's going on in these grimoires, attributed, well, first of all to Cyprian the Mage, also known as Saint Cyprian. He starts off by giving a little history of who Cyprian the Mage likely was, possibility that there are more than one Cyprians, and from more than one locations. And then he explains also the way he's written this this compilation, basically explaining that he didn't want to make a copy of the grimoires with footnotes. He wanted basically to write an essay on the grimoire with the various chapters or lines of the grimoire included within the text, just so as a so that you can just read straight through his explanations, his ideas, his backgrounds, and then you get to read the passage itself, then another passage here, and then he basically stops every time he thinks that there's something interesting you might like to know. So if you're not interested in his very well researched and I mean he's definitely one of the foremost grimoire specialists in the world right now. Nevertheless, if his points of view and his research and scholarly additions are not what you're interested in, you can just go straight for the red lettering, the red writing, and read the grimoire itself. Which is fascinating. So maybe I should show you the table of contents for this first volume. Here it is. So an introduction, timeline, references, defining and redefining magic. So then there is part 1 on St. Cyprian. He goes into the history and who the fictional character of St. Cyprian may probably have been based on. And then there's the Confession of St. Cyprian, which is the actual writings attributed to St. Cyprian. There you go. And then there's another grimoire. There's the Testament of Solomon. Maybe not quite as famous as the Keys of Solomon, Greater and Lesser, but nevertheless very, very, very well known grimoire there, with Jake Stratton-Kent's additions and explanations and so on. And then part 3 is the Decans. There's an index. I'll give you an idea of what the contents actually look like. There are a few diagrams. There's the Decans, or Decans. Decans, I think. A few illustrations. And printed throughout in two tones, red and black. Scary face. There we go. So I've worked through the first volume so far. I haven't come through the second volume yet, although I'm looking forward to that very shortly. And this is what we get here. So the Book of St. Cyprian. And second book of St. Cyprian, I guess. The Heptameron, which I believe is a different Heptameron from the one by Peter Diabano that you might find in the fourth book of Occult Philosophy by Agrippa. This, I don't quote me on that, but I believe that this is it's actually a different one. And then the Testament of Solomon. There we go. Let's have a look at what those appendices look like. Bibliography. Here's the Testament of Solomon. So there we go. That's as an appendix, which is why presumably there aren't any of Jake Stratton-Kent's thoughts included in between the lines and chapters. There we go. An absolutely fascinating pair of books, pair of volumes. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it, and I really recommend that yes, if you're a fan of esoteric books, this really should be on your list, particularly since it is still in print. If you go to Scarlet Imprint's website, I believe they still got a couple of copies in stock, and you can get these 2 volumes at quite a manageable price. But yes, if you have a look at the previous 2 parts of this Encyclopedia Goetia, the first one being The True Grimoire, which is a take on the Grimorium Verum, and the second one being the Geosophia. I think that's right. Well, they are available. If you look very carefully on eBay, you can find them for over £1,000 each. So yes, the price of these go up very, very sharply once they are out of stock. But this one is still in stock as of the recording of this video, so go check them out. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks ever so much once again for watching, as always, and see you very soon. Bye.